Hey guys, how is it going for you today? Furo here with another Hearthstone deck guide. In today's episode we are checking out a deck type that saw a huge increase in popularity since the new expansion Knights of the Frozen Throne was released, and that is the Exodia Quest Mage deck. With the low amount of hyper-aggressive decks currently on the ladder, this type of deck passively got a huge push on its win rate, despite the fact that there's only one new card in the deck at all. If you remember the start of Angora, everyone was getting nuts for the Quest Mage deck, but after the more refined decks took over, the amount of play for Exodia Mage saw a huge decrease. That might be happen again, but only time will tell. So why on earth is it called Exodia Mage? Well, Exodia is a card combination invented in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you're winning the game if you have the 5 pieces of Exodia in your hand. Similar to this idea, the Exodia Mage deck is winning the game without counter interaction by your opponent if you have the right cards and setup in your hand. To achieve such a so-called one-turn kill, first of all you need to fulfill your mage quest, open the Waygate, and get an additional turn thanks to this card. For that you need to play 6 spells that did not start in your deck. That is including the coin of course, but also every new card that you will create over the course of a game. To create new cards you are running the following cards in your deck: Babbling Book, Primordial Glyph, Ghastly Conjurer and Cabalist Tome. It does not sound like much, but you will definitely get to finish the quest in nearly every game. So after you have finished the quest, you then need the following cards in your hand to take advantage of your extra turn: 2 Sorcerer's Apprentice, 2 Molten Reflections and the finisher Archmage Antonidas. With the help of the double Sorcerer's Apprentice and the double Molten Reflection, you make sure that every spell that you will play is getting cheaper by 4 mana, which then means that every fireball created by the Archmage Antonidas is completely free. You can then play an unlimited amount of fireballs in your turn and kill whatever opponent you will face. Well, or you can do that until you're running out of time, of course. This needs some huge setup, so the rest of the deck is just there to draw more stuff and to delay your opponent's attacks. Let me show you how this is done with some gameplay now. Alright guys, so here we go. Our first game will be against the Shaman. We are starting kinda good. We have of course the Open the Waygate in our hand. We have an Acolyte of Pain and we have the Babbling Book. With the Babbling Book we can play that on turn 1. You don't have to play the Open the Waygate on 1 because the effect is just getting activated when you play the first spell that didn't start in your deck. So you can easily start with the Babbling Book and then take the random mage spell that you got and play that later, and then play Open the Waygate, for example, on turn 2, turn 3 or whenever you like, before you're playing the first mage spell that wasn't in your deck. So we're just keeping the hand here, it's pretty good. And the Shaman here is most likely playing some sort of token Shaman with the new Death Knight. Also there are also some control shamans on the ladder. Let's see what the Babbling Book is giving us. Flame Vizier, yeah, cool. So we could play that on 2, but then we haven't played the Open the Waygate first, so that's why we are probably just playing Arcanologist and then play Open the Waygate alongside the Flame Vizier 1 turn later. I would love to kill this one instantly, but unfortunately we cannot, so let's not do that. So Arcanologist it is. We are killing a small unit here. We're getting nice block in our hand. We can then use Open the Waygate, Flame Vizier. We are getting rid of the Primalfin Totem in most cases. Yeah, it looks like it. So Jade Claws. Then he's spawning a small unit here, which means we can still kill this one, not a problem. So Open the Waygate. It might even be useful here to keep the Flame Vizier for a bit longer and just use the hero power. I mean, we're killing this one anyway with the unit and the Fire Blast. Maybe just using the Flame Vizier then to kill a unit or so. There's some portal. Gives him a Shifter, okay. Shifter it is. You have the Apprentice, that's a card you're not playing early on, you will wait until you have the combination finished. We're using the Flame Vizier then to take care of whatever we like, and we're using the Fire Blast to take care of another unit. So he just sits there with a small Shifter and still has a weapon, of course. The Jade Spirit, yeah, gives him a Jade Golem, which is fine, I think. And there's a Blizzard, a card we can play on the next turn. I think we're just using the Acolyte here, hitting this one so that we are then drawing 2 cards from the Acolyte, getting a Frost Nova, which is also very good. Currently sitting here at 7 cards on the next turn. Most likely we're going for the Blizzard, which is then killing everything besides the Jade Spirit here. Also, now we are killing everything. That's nice of him. So he could have just used the weapon. I'm not sure why he was using this one. So that's why, because he's evolving. So there's a Death Knight, he's evolving everything on the board. Damn it. This one is getting stronger whenever we're drawing a card. That's definitely not what we like to see. Well, still going for the Blizzard. What's this one, by the way? Drakari Enchanter, you end of turn effects trigger twice. Luckily he's probably not running any of those. Haven't seen the card at all in play so far. There are not too many end of turn effects in the game right now. They introduced a few with the latest expansion, but that's it. And there is, oh man, Hoga. That is a lot of power on the board. Ice Barrier. Yeah, that's not good. Gonna draw another one. This one's getting buffed, of course, which sucks. There's another Blizzard. That is a lot of damage. We have the ice block, so we can definitely survive a bit longer. Kind of think we're going Ice Barrier here. So getting some extra power. And then how about just the Flame Elemental? Oh, Fire Blast is not as strong. Yeah, we're going Flame Elemental. That's 2 units on the board. Just to get our hand a bit shorter if we get, or if we want to play Coldlight Oracle next couple of turns. He's just going for the face, activating the Ice Barrier. And he's using... Oh, you shouldn't use it on the... Interesting. I would have used the power here on another unit. This one was already pretty strong, the Hoga. I mean, stuff like the Drakari is not really that useful for him. Could have just went into that. Molten Reflection. Yeah. So it will be tough. Probably we need to play Frost Nova now. I think we're drawing some extra cards with Coldlight Oracle. Maybe get a Doomsayer, that would be the best choice. The Glyph. One is of course getting buffed again, another Intellect. Yeah, looks like we have to go into Frost Nova. Or we have to play the Ice Block already, but I think we do not want that. We're going for the Glyph then. Getting another Ice Block, that is cool. Definitely a thing that we should be happy about. We will then use the Frost Nova here. Rolling everything. Still sitting at 14. So he's obviously using... Why is he only using that on this guy? That's not too helpful, man. There's definitely some other stuff that he could pick up, like a thing from below here. You know, as a major Knockenfocker, all targets are chosen randomly, which is good. And another Molten Reflection. Well, that means we are nearly there with the combination, but we're only sitting at 1, which is definitely not too great. We will then play the Ice Block. We're sitting at 9 cards, so we can play Ice Block, then draw 2 with the Intellect. And we can... it's too expensive, we cannot play the Blizzard alongside. So maybe just draw 2 cards and then play the Blizzard. Novice Engineer. And the Intellect again, that's more cards to draw. So how about we going for the Blizzard? Then we're sitting at 9, this one is still at 1, we are killing his... are we doing that? If we can. Now we cannot, but we're killing something else. Let's see, maybe... There's a lot of targets here for 1, so we have a decent chance to hit something. Yep, another one is down. And let's see, maybe we're getting lucky again. No, not this time, at least not. But I think he's just using the Transmute again on the Knockenfocker. Oh, he's evolving. Alright, what are we getting? Some lifesteal, some huge creature here, 714. And of course he's getting the Charge Devil, so to hit me in the face instantly. Why not, man? Why we're not playing this one first? Could have just evolved the Aya as well. Strange. So sitting at 10 here. We have a Frost Nova that we definitely play. We are definitely playing the Ice Block now. Otherwise he might just get another charge unit. Highly likely, highly likely. Let's see. Novice Engineer. Glyph. Okay, playing the Glyph then first. Giving us another Ice Block. I like that so much. So that is 4 Ice Blocks, which is pretty decent, right? We are playing the Ice Block. We will then... I think we are waiting with the Frost Nova, so I have 9 cards in hand. Let's go for... Can we do that? It's a bit dangerous if we now play the Intellect. It's too dangerous, right? If we are overdrawing here, that's not good. If we're not getting the right card that we can instantly play, let's go Frost Nova then instead. And let's just hit them here for 1 in the face, doesn't really matter. Quest is still sitting at 2, but well, we have another ice block. Oh wow, King Mosh. Going for 2 in the face now, we are down to 5. Babbling Book, excellent choice. Please give me a nice one. Maybe another, oh, it's a Frostbolt. I was looking for another ice block, of course. So we will then play the Intellect. Getting the Cabalist, which is great. Cannot play that right now, unfortunately. But what we can do is using the Frostbolt for the face. We have 5 cards to go. If we play Doomsayer, it's just killing the Doomsayer. We need the Molten Reflections for now. So we can just use this one here on whatever we like. Just hit him for 1 in the face. They will activate the ice block next turn. We are playing another ice block. We are currently sitting at 3, so that will be then up to 4. With the Cabalist we can do it. But for that we also need a few cards to play before, so potentially we have to wait until we have played all 3 ice blocks. Activating the first one. A bad card for us would be, of course, if he has another evolve. If he has an Eater of Secret in his deck. What's this one? Night Hauler, whenever this minion takes damage, +2, and with that he's drawing 2 cards, and this one is getting stronger at the start of each turn. Oh, we're also getting Fort Ring. That's some nice stuff you have. And we shouldn't have any secrets left here. But we need to play stuff anyway. Sitting at 9. If we play the ice block here, we're sitting at 8, so if we play the Cabalist, we can play the Doomsayer, so we're definitely not overdrawing. So let's see. And we even get a freezing potion. Okay, fine. So let's just freeze the biggest one. It doesn't really matter, let's just freeze this one. And we had 5. We are also then dropping... should we keep the Doomsayer? It doesn't really matter, seriously. Let's just go for the face. And now we have, by the way, triple Molten Reflections, which is pretty huge, so we are nearly there. That means the first Molten Reflection is costing 3, that is then 2, that's 7, and that is... So we can do that, right? We have enough then. Activating the ice block again, of course. Four cards to go. Yeah, normally the game is over at this point. Ghastly Conjurer. We will just drop the mana bind here. We're dropping another ice block. And we can also, just if we like, drop a Doomsayer here. Doesn't matter. He has a nice board, but he cannot kill us if he has no Eater of Secret, and I do not think he's running that. Sitting at 8 cards, 10 to go, we had 3 here.
The menagerie is for guests only.
Just have to count again, so that is 5, that is then 8, that is, wait, is that 5, 7, 8, yeah, we can do that, right? If I haven't miscounted here, we get a default, cool. Another Doomsayer, so I think we can do that. Probably, that's 5. So that is then, the next one is costing us 2, right? So that's 7, and then costs 1, that's 8, and this one, yeah, okay. So let's go Sorcerer Apprentice, Molten Reflection, Molten Reflection, Molten Reflection. We can play the Time Warp here if we like. We can also play the Ice Block. And next time we're just playing the Devolve, that can activate the Antonidas. So take the extra turn, and for that we are then winning the game. That was also the last Sorcerer Apprentice. Antonidas, we are devolving here, and then we are just using all the fireballs for the face. And with that we're winning the game, and he's conceding.